So we provide loans up to $15,000, but it's a small amount of loan which may not be available to a person who's coming in new to a country because they may not have any credit history, any collateral, any guarantor, any co-signer to get the loan approved for them.
People across the globe still see Canada as an ideal immigrant country. We all know that so many immigrants sacrifice their life savings to start a new life in Canada. Windmill Microlending is a Canadian charity that offers financial support to immigrants and refugees. Today we have with us Sachin Kapoor. He is the Manager Key Partnership at Windmill Microlending. Sachin, I welcome you to My Consultant show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Sachin, I want to start by asking you, what was the purpose behind starting Windmill Microlending?
Great. So Windmill was started 18 years back, and our founders pretty early on realized that a lot of immigrants who are coming as internationally educated professionals to Canada are not able to get back to their careers, and they are stuck in our survival jobs. And one of the main reasons that they are stuck in a survival job, or they were stuck in a survival job, was the financial barrier, and hence started Windmill Microlending.
We have so many financial institutions in Canada that offer different kind of loans and credit to the Canadian residents. Then what are the factors that make Windmill Microlending more feasible and worthwhile for immigrants?
Yeah, so we are a gracious recipient. We partner with banks, large banks, and we are gracious recipient of grant and donations from these banks. So they have a very important role to play in society. But as a micro lending organization, we are here to support immigrants and refugees who are internationally trained but are not able to get back to their careers. One, because they do not have the equivalency here in terms of their credentials. And why they are not able to gain those credentials here is because of the financial barriers. And what barriers, what is stopping them in terms of getting back is the availability of money, and we providing that first $15,000 to $20,000 to them as a microloan so that they can very quickly find their career paths, which otherwise may not be available with a bank because they may not have any credit history in Canada.
You just mentioned microloan. What exactly is a microloan, and how do you think it can help immigrants and refugees who are struggling financially in Canada?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, microloan is a loan which is a small amount of loan. So we provide loans up to $15,000, but it's a small amount of loan which may not be available to a person who's coming in new to a country because they may not have any credit history, any collateral, any guarantor, any co-signer to get the loan approved for them. And hence we play that important role in the community and society of providing those microloans.
So I'm sure you would agree that highly skilled newcomers sometimes challenged to meet their career goals in Canada, as most of the Canadian employers do not accept their international degree and experience. In such a situation, they do not have any other choice but to pursue a Canadian degree, which is not financially easy sometimes. So in such a challenging time, how do you think Windmill Microlending can help such qualified newcomers?
Yeah, so that's the core purpose of our organization. We are here to support internationally trained, internationally educated immigrants and refugees very quickly get back to their careers, or if some people want to change their careers, pivot into a new line of career, we are here to support them in those education and training expenses by providing the microloan. And that microloan is the support that they need to overcome the most important barrier, as I mentioned earlier, which is a financial barrier.
What is the eligibility criteria for an immigrant or a refugee to be qualified for a microloan from Windmill?
So first and foremost, they have to be living in Canada. The person has to be a permanent resident, convention refugee, or a protected person, and they need to have either they have to be internationally trained or they need to have 1 year of post-secondary work experience from their own country, and they need to have necessary skills to tell us that they are whatever training that they're getting into is equivalent to what they have already done in past.
And what are the options clients have for paying the loans back? Can they pay it off once their education, training, or certification is completed? Or do they have to start paying it back simultaneously?
Yeah, so as a charity, we understand that people have barriers, and we are here to remove those barriers. And hence, while they are in training and education, all they need to pay is the interest component on the loan, and then they can pay off their principal plus interest once the training and education is completed. Plus, they can pay off their loan anytime that they want without any penalties or any admin charges.
Thank you so much, Sachin. I'm sure that Windmill Microlending is doing its part by financially helping as many newcomers as they can.
Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure.
For more information about Windmill Microlending, please visit the links below. For more updates and news about Canada immigration, please subscribe to our My Consultant YouTube channel. You can also visit our website MyConsultant.ca, where you can find an authorized immigration and citizenship consultant. I am Tina Batra, and I'll see you again.